What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Bleach Boys, the now monthly podcast where we're going through Can't Fear Your Own World. Last time we did Volume 1. This time we're going to do Part 1 of Volume 2, which Pithes is segregated, separate but equal. And as always, I'm joined by Jose and our boy Pithes. Pithes, how you doing?
I'm sleepy.
Oh, okay, I feel that. It's a vibe.
Are all my answers going to be answered, or all my questions going to be answered this time around?
Well, I don't remember any of those questions, so maybe.
So we'll have to remember.
Didn't say no. Jose.
Yeah.
Didn't say no. So hit us with a brief, slight recap, because I feel like the first volume was a lot of setup for stuff happening later.
There's a weird cult that's predicting the apocalypse called Execution around, and people are sus about it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Shuhei is walking around as a reporter.
Okay.
With a motorcycle.
And that brings us to Volume 2. So I know last time you said Volume 2 is really big Volume 2. So you're going to split it into two different parts.
Well, think about it. I had to reset my entire idea when I tried to segregate it. So I'm just going to start reading, and then if I just go on too long, let me know, and we'll finish this next month.
Okay, so
I
when
love
it comes to a part where we go for a long time, that's when I'll hit the end button, and then we'll go to the next one.
Unless he leaves us hanging with the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, where it ends is a massive cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
Nice. Okay. All right, we're ready. I got my cup of water. Go ahead.
Make you really mad.
Slurp it in the mic.
Yeah, give us some ASMR water slurping.
Yeah, you know we love it. Oh, okay. Can't Fear Your Own Volume 2. Are there subtitles to these novels, or is it just always Can't Fear Your Own World?
No, it's just Can't Fear Your Own World.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, so we start an indeterminate amount of years ago, and it's baby Tokinada, that little bitch, talking to his dad.
that little bitch.
I wonder if we're supposed to like this character or not. I can't tell by Pithes' interpretation.
So, spoiler, for all my notes, whenever Tokinada shows up, I write some variation of that bitch Tokinada.
That bitch.
Okay. We like it.
So he's talking to his dad about the Soul King, and he's asking what the Soul King is, and his dad just says, oh, he's the linchpin. He holds all the worlds together. Without it, everything would be super fucked. And Tokinada goes, oh, okay, sure. So what was it like before the Soul King? And his dad just tells him to shut the fuck up.
That is a great question.
Yeah.
When did the Soul King become a Soul King?
Hey, guess what? We'll get to that later.
Oh, see, this is the same thing that happened last time.
Yeah, all right.
He says, shut up. There was nothing before the Soul King, and you should be happy. You should be happy about it, boy. It was because of the Soul King's birth the Soul Reapers get to be all happy. And Tokinada pretended that he bought it, but he surely did not.
Okay.
So an indeterminate amount of years later, Tokinada is fucking around in all the historical records, and he figures out what the true history of the Soul Society is, and its greatest sin, and how the Suni Yashiro family played a part in that.
Okay, so and the Suni Gashiro family is his family.
Yeah. Okay. Tokinada Suni Yashiro. That's the squad.
Okay, got it.
And he goes, "Aw, shit! The million-year history of the Soul Society is based on a bunch of bullshit." Then he thinks there is no reason for me to act like a good dude. I can be a huge shit my whole life, and it is super justified.
Okay,
that's one way to think about it.
Yeah. We then cut to present day, and we're hanging out in Karakura Town with Shuhei talking to Urahara. And my notes made me laugh really hard when I looked back over them, because I just wrote a picture of Shuhei that said, "Get grifted, loser."
I'm glad you're your biggest fan.
Remember when I told you last time about how Kisuke just takes all his money for that motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's just sitting in Urahara's house, and Urahara is showing him a replica of a historical guitar that is modified, that you can use as a sheath for your Zanpakuto toe, man.
Oh, that's badass.
Cool.
Hisagi's like, I really want that. I want that a lot.
He's a materialistic dude, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And Uru and Jinta are there, and they're like, oh man, he's getting fucked so hard. And that's the end of interlude number 1.
Okay. Anything with Urahara, like?
What about?
I said anything with Urahara, I'm in.
Oh, well, guess what? There's a lot of him in the early chapters.
Hey, let's go.
So because this is just like Can't Fear Your Old World Part 2, it doesn't start over with the chapters, so we continue. We're on chapter 6.
Okay.
Let's see, what the hell did I write down? It brings up a weird detail. Notice that Karakura Town is the Juraichi.
What does that mean?
The Juraichi is just the place in the human world where all the spirits gather.
You mean like Pokemon, the Wishmaker?
I wish. I wish. Just, you start off Bleach, and then Ichigo says, Jirachi, I choose you.
Yep.
And it says it's been the Juraichi for as long as anyone can remember, and then I just wrote, why the fuck did you bring that up right now?
I guess it's just kind of like, I feel like this novel, as in classic fashion, is trying to answer all of the weird questions that were left on the table and like trying to give them some sort of explanation. And I think that's trying to answer the question, like, why just Karakura Town? You know, like, why is it always Karakura?
I've always wondered that, to be honest, though.
Well, they bring it up because this is that's why Aizen wanted to use Karakura Town to make the Okin. Because it had the strongest spiritual power in the souls. And this comes up later, and I'm wondering why they didn't bring it up then and why they bring it up right now.
They're setting the stage, Pithes. All right.
They did it poorly this time. I just wrote a big arrow and just said, why point that out?
Okay.
So Hisagi, he's asking about, so Ishin and, what the fuck was Ichigo's mom's name? Masaki, that's it.
Masaki.
He's going, so Ichigo's parents are like Quincy, right? And he goes, yep. Maybe we shouldn't tell people that. We just had a big war with the Quincies.
That's fair.
It'd be kind of a problem if we
he's
found
only
out
down to one parent at this point.
Exactly. The stronger of the two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if Soul Society even knows Ishin is still alive.
They gotta know, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't Hitsugaya and Rangiku have reported back?
I think Kubo answered that in an interview.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he might have. Oh, wait. I read the interview. They acknowledged the fact that he was there, but didn't say anything.
Because they were like, it's not our business.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shocking amount of restraint, especially for Rangiku.
Right? Mm-hmm. She has a blabbermouth.
So, it's for real.
Respect.
So he tries to get at the heart of the things and goes, all right, Keith K, what did you actually do during the war? Because I really, really want to know. And Urahara just tries to like play it down like, oh, I didn't really do anything. I was the guy that opened the door. I let people in. And Hisagi's like, that is such bullshit.
You sus, mate.
You sus. I don't believe you. They're interrupted because the kids are there. And Urahara just sends them off to do errands. And then I just wrote down, fucking kids need to go.
Mm-hmm.
My own notes are really amusing, at least to me.
I'm glad, man.
He writes jokes on the side.
It's like, you know what?
I wrote
Future
jokes
Pithes
that
is
no one
gonna
can
crack
see.
up at this one. He's gonna love this shit.
Post them on Discord.
I did. I wrote Get Grifted Loser like 3 days ago. I looked at it before the podcast. I just lost my mind. So the topic of the kids gets brought up, and Keith K says they're kind of like Nemu, but not really. They're similar in design, and they just bring up Urdu is 3 years older. I don't know why I needed to know that, but that's lore.
Really?
So Ururu is 3 years older than Nemu.
Than Genta.
No, than Genta.
Oh, okay, got it. I thought he was like trying to be like, yo, I did it first,
I think he did do it first. I remember reading that, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Well, Mayuri perfected it on his first go.
I wrote down mention of Jose's girl counter 1.
Thank you.
Good.
Guess what? We're gonna get to another one in a few paragraphs.
Gang, she dead though. Rest in peace.
She gets brought back. You remember that, right?
As a little kid.
Yeah, but wait for that sequel where she's an adult. Come on.
Let's go.
So Mayuri's being creepy. We're in Soul Society now. And he's looking through a weird like TV at all the Fullbringers just hanging out. And Akon is there, my boy. It's like, hey man.
Is he locked up?
Are you using the visual department for the surveillance? And Mayuri goes, fuck no, I don't trust those guys.
Okay.
Because they're connected to the nobles. and they only
Oh.
care about the noble shit.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Oh, I just wrote they fucking love nobles, and then I wrote like a bunch of hearts after it.
Okay, good.
And Mayuri then goes into exposition mode. Goes, okay, so you know how the Shohoan clan is responsible for all of the cool treasures and shit, like that magic cape that let Ichigo fly?
I forgot about that. That's right, the brown one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that thing is
that
sick.
weird shield thing that Shunsui and Ukitake used to blow up the big firebird.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what Yoruichi's clan does.
That's sick.
That's badass.
Suni Ishiro is responsible for documenting the history of Soul Society, and also they run this thing called the Visual Department, which just surveys everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see, blah blah. History of Soul Society. The equipment they're using picks up. Hey, we found where the Fullbringers are. We're gonna go capture them so I could do some evil shit," said Mayuri.
Nice.
And not
Very
so
on
many
par
words.
with his character.
Yeah, all the Fullbringers just sense we're being fucking watched, and suddenly they are attacked by Jose's girl number 2, Candice Catnip. I wrote a counter.
Good to know.
I have
It's in the
many
top of
women
the
in the
page.
Bleach universe.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cut back away from the cool shit. Back to Hisagi talking to Kisuke.
Hey, that's cool shit too. That's cool shit too.
Yes, getting answers from Kisuke is like getting blood from a rock. Because he's so evasive. It's like trying to get a cat to take a bath.
I just picture him with the fan that he's always got. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah,
I can't remember if he had the fan, but I would not doubt if he did.
Oh, I love him.
So Hisagi's like, all right, I'm going to switch tactics. And he tells him about the weird encounter he had with that weird kid Hikone up at the medical school, the medical department. And Urahara goes, oh, that's super weird. Also, hey, I know Sanosuke, Hanataro's brother. And then he talks about he was a really good doctor who took his shit seriously, but he had basically no ethics, and so he and Unohana didn't really get along.
Okay.
That's why he went to go be a doctor for the nobles.
That makes sense.
Something about kids. What the fuck did I write down?
Hopefully it's
Please
good.
explain
Hopefully it's
about
good.
Oh yeah, please explain about the kids' aura. So Urahara asked Shuhei, so what did Hikone like feel like his aura? And he goes, he kind of felt like a Soul Reaper and a Quincy and a Hollow. Plus, when he came back, he used a Garganta, not the Senkaimon. Which I've played so much Bleach Brave Souls, I forgot the Senkaimon was a thing.
Yeah.
And not just, oh yeah, that's where I get free orbs.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where I go through 50 levels. Don't worry about it.
50 levels of torture.
I straight up clicked on the button. I went on the wiki after I read the book. I clicked on Senkaimon and went, oh yeah, that thing. Expecting to get a link to Brave Souls.
Yeah.
So Hisagi's like, I have never felt an aura like that before, and it freaked me out. And Kiki goes, yeah, you did. It's subtle, but that's how Ichigo feels. And one other person
True.
has an aura kind of like that. Your
Shinji.
boy, I fucking wish. Kugo Ginjo.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Literally everybody forgets he exists.
Yeah, because he fucking sucks.
He's aight.
I think when he has the cool jacket on, he's a neat character, but when he goes Bankai, it's the worst design I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
We just forget that form exists. Now we're on to chapter 7. This is Jose's girl count number 3.
Oh, but is it the OG good one?
No, Nemu does not show up because she's busy being made in a lab.
Sorry, Jose. Sorry.
Spoilers, but hey, it's 6 months after the war. I guess you could figure that out.
Yep.
So Candice is fighting the Fullbringers, and she's just thinking about, why am I here? How did I get locked into this dumb situation? And she thinks, oh, she got depowered when Yuha used his Ashwallen to take all her powers. And she got captured by the 12th Division, and now she's a fucking test subject and like Mayuri's personal hunting dog.
Lovely.
That's cool. She's like a lion.
Yeah. So now we cut to like, I don't know, like 4 days earlier. She's hanging out in like a Kolto tank. That's a Star Wars reference. It's one of those weird experimental tanks where you
Yeah.
float
Yep.
in water that you see in all the anime.
So she just hangs out there like the whole time until she's
Well, that's where
she's like
that's where
Winter
he keeps her.
Soldiered.
Yeah, you know what? That's a better way to
Probably naked though, Jose. Probably naked.
I am okay with that.
say it. Fan art incoming
Mm-hmm.
from Jose.
I could do it. I have many references.
See, it's like she's floating in a tank and she's got all kinds of like weird surgical scars and she's got a bunch of shit attached to her. And Mayuri is shocked because she's still defiant, like most people would have given up after 6 months and some change.
Mm-hmm.
And she just says, "Hey, look, even if you treated my injuries, I'm not going to be grateful. After all you did to me, fuck you." Mayuri just ignores her and goes, "I didn't really treat your injuries. I kind of rebooted your corpse after we killed you.
Where's the button?
You know, after the autopsies were completed, and she's not happy about that." And then he goes, "My research on Quincies is done. I don't even care about the new Quincies, your Stern Ritters. You all suck."
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Why bother to keep me around? I'ma kill all of you Soul Reapers, especially Ichigo."
Good luck with that, mate.
Why is she hating on Ichigo?
She's still mad that Ichigo kicked her ass when they fought in the war.
Well, you get over it.
So Grimmjow got his ass kicked, and now he loves Ichigo.
Oh, hey, guess what? We're gonna get to that.
Hey, gang, add that one to my counter.
Yeah,
Is
please. I
Grimmjow
hope we're
one of
keeping
your
track of the
girls?
Grimmjow references as
Yep.
well under Jose's girls counter.
Okay, I'm not drawing that fan art. So Mayuri just kind of brings up, "Oh, so all of your little Quincy friends you hung out with, they're still alive. And also, they tried to kill Yuha. Work for me, and I might," and I underlined the word might like 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
"might let you go."
Okay.
So in the present, I almost call her Katniss. That's a different character.
Still hot.
I did not like those movies. They were
No.
Candice thinks, "I don't trust Mayuri for shit, but I guess I'll play along." And then is annoyed at herself because she goes, "Yeah, little Tato. She told me about Fullbringers this one time, but I just didn't listen, so I don't know how their powers work."
Nice.
Of course.
The Fullbring boys, they're fighting back, and Candice goes, "Oh, fuck this," and just uses her power of the Thunderbolt to fry them all.
Dang.
We cut back to Mayuri, who's just hanging out watching, and he's like, "I might have to intervene." And the 4 Iran car that he keep around just don't even care.
Wait, who's he keeping around?
Charlotte Coolhorn, your boy Don Panini,
Hey, Dampanini.
Saruchi Thunderwitch. That's what I call her. It's Sanderwitch, but I call her Thunderwitch because it sounds cooler.
Okay.
And Luppi.
I fucking hate that guy.
Hey, you know what? Shut up. So they're all talking shit because they don't care about what's going on. So he just shocks them.
Nice.
It's like when your dog's acting up, just give him a zap. Let's see, what page? Oh, we're on page like 4 now.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Hey, do you want me to give you the real page count?
Yeah, go ahead.
70 something.
Damn. We're
Holy
zooming.
shit.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
So here's what happened. I read the book and I liked it, and when I got through, I realized I hadn't taken any notes.
So you had to go back.
He finally is like, all right, let me sit down, start taking notes, start reading. Damn, this is good. Damn, this is good.
I finished it in a day.
Jeez.
Jesus.
And that book is long as fuck.
Do you know how many total
so-
pages the book is?
No.
Okay.
So what I did was I just went to the Bleach wiki. I just printed out the summary, and then I went through and I just wrote notes.
Smart.
Which is
Spark
great.
notes that shit.
I feel like
notes.
you have a
I've
pretty
already-
good memory for all that stuff, so the 2 combined is probably pretty good.
Yes. What happened last time? So we go back to the fight, and Candice is shocked that her lightning didn't hit any of them. It hit a fucking tree.
I'd be so mad.
Oh, well, here's what happened. So the tree wasn't there before.
I
She
already
goes,
did
"That's
it.
No,
no, you'll
Tsukishima.
find out."
Oh, okay.
Fucking spoiler.
Okay.
So she's like, "What happened? Where'd that tree come from?" She's losing her mind, and then she almost eats a Getsuga
Ginjo.
from Ginjo. Yeah. And then Tsukishima just tells, "Oh yeah, I use Book of the End on like a little seed to make a tree, because he can do that, I guess."
Cool.
And he made a
Okay.
lightning rod.
Smart.
Candice is getting super salty at this. The description goes, "Is angry at being foiled." And Grimmjow, or not Grimmjow, fucking Ginjo just wonders, is she attacking me? Because we were looking into execution. And then I just wrote, Nanana is here too.
Nanana?
Nanana Najaku. We went over this last time. He's one of the shittiest Fullbringers. Not Fullbringers. He's one of the shittiest Sternritters in the series. He has weird mismatched teeth.
I don't remember him.
Yeah. He also got captured and no one cares about him.
Okay, good enough.
Makes sense.
He spends the whole fight like, I'm studying the fight, I guess.
Okay.
And then we cut away and don't go back because he's the worst.
Cool.
After this, please look up a picture of him because I
Okay.
hate him.
I hate him.
We cut back to Karakura Town. Why bring up? Oh yeah, Hisagi is talking to Urahara still. Stuff just keeps happening, and we cut back, and they're just talking.
Okay. Sure.
And Hisagi brings up Ginjo, and Urahara's like, "Why?" And Hisagi's like, "Oh, I just met him. And he explains their meeting when they were hanging out at Kukaku's house,
Mm-hmm.
which is Sam's girl counter 1.
Yay! Let's go.
This won't be the last time she's brought up.
Nice.
Hey, so you'll finally get to see her when she's animated.
That'd be sweet.
I mean, she's in the Blood War. She doesn't do anything.
Okay, well, that's toxic. Real toxic.
To be fair, my girl's in the Blood War, and both of my girls, they just get mollywopped and do nothing.
Yeah.
At least Nemu gets a fight.
Mm-hmm.
She looked damn good in the art.
Boy, did she.
Yep.
I'm really happy to have her in Brave Souls.
Well, me too.
So Urahara goes into exposition mode again. This is exposition counter 2 for
Nice.
Kisuke. And he just explains what a Fullbring is. And since you guys recently watched that, I don't have to explain it, right?
Mhm.
We're good. Thank you. Please don't waste your time.
He then goes on to add, Chad and Orihime are Fullbringers, kind of, but they're not really the same because the Hogyoku was involved.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that was neat.
Do we ever figure
I
out
was
if
like-
Chad could do that to his whole body, or is it just his arms?
We don't, but I imagine he could.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be so badass.
He could be like the big hitter that the Karakurizer
Yeah.
summons in when it becomes a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Chad becomes the Megazord.
Yeah. Maybe in Hell Arc, you know?
Maybe we'll get to see him actually win a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Urahara, oh my god, he's only won like 2 fights in the whole series.
Yep.
He beat up that Arankar with an afro, and he beat up that no-name Soul Reaper,
Yep.
and that's it.
Poor Chad.
I'm still mad. Urahara just thinks it's really suspicious that anytime a lady that's pregnant is attacked by a hollow, a Soul Reaper shows up like just in time to save her. How much does Soul Society actually know? Do they know more than they say? Oh, suspicious.
Wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
I then just wrote down Urahara brings up a novel character. Is it someone you've never heard of, but she shows up in some other light novels?
Who is it?
Let's see. Nayura Amakado.
Nope.
Okay, yeah,
She's
never
an
heard of her.
interesting
You're right.
character. She's an interesting character. I will bring her up later.
Okay.
Okay.
And by later, I mean, I don't know, after this, I guess. Urahara had talked to her, apparently, and said, yeah, the great library that they have doesn't know shit. And thinks that the Suniyashiro family is hiding something. He then asks Hisagi, just, hey, you're a journalist. Can you look this up? Look into it. Just dig some. And Hisagi goes, all right, I guess. I guess that's not a thing I care about, but okay.
Okay.
The fight is happening back in Rukanga. It just keeps going. And then that tree that was a lightning rod gets torn out of its roots by Maneus McAllen.
It's an interesting name.
She's another part of the Bambi squad. She's the one with the pink hair and the muscles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She picks up the tree and just yeets it at the Fullbringers. And then is he the worst Fullbring? I don't know. Giriko.
Yeah.
I don't think he doesn't use it right.
He has one of the coolest powers, and he's used it to turn into a shitty Hulk.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That this will become a hilarious joke later, I promise. So Giriko turns into the Hulk again. He grabs the tree and he throws it back at her.
Nice. They're playing catch. It's classic.
Yep. It's like fetch.
I imagine while the rest of the fight happening, they're just throwing the tree back and forth.
Yeah.
I just wrote hoss fight, like wrestling. Like, okay, the two bulky ones they're throwing down.
Yeah.
Something muscles. Everybody is shocked when Book of the End is used.
Okay.
Something. Oh yeah, Ginjo's like, all right, I'm gonna create an opening. Go use Book of the End on the Quincies, and like the fight's getting real intense, and then the Garganta just opens up in Rukongai.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's like, huh? Jose Girl counter 3. Ginjo just walks out of the Garganta.
Ginjo?
And lunges sorry, not Ginjo. Grimmjow.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
There you go. Yeah, you go.
Too many G names. I might have to call him Kugo.
Mm-hmm.
He lunges. He throws himself right into the middle of the battle, and says, "All of you suck. I don't care about any of you. I'm here to fuck up that bitch Hikone."
Ooh, let's go.
And because Grimmjow is so popular, I wrote down this is where the announcer would be yelling, "Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold."
I fucking love it.
My boy. Oh yeah, I forgot. So we're on to chapter 8 now.
Nice. Holy shit.
We go to Las Noches, and is Halle Bell and Nell any of y'all's girl?
No.
I like Nell.
Okay, so I guess Jose Girl counter 4.
Jose's a slut. So
I like
that's
my
all,
Bleach
that's
women.
all I'm hearing. He's a slut.
I love my Bleach women. Orhime's bottom of that
women.
list.
Who's bottom of the list?
Orihime, like she's in my top 5, but only because of the hair.
You know what? I appreciate your honesty.
Other than that, she does nothing.
She has the power of God and never uses it.
Exactly. She took a shot from Yuha.
To be fair, that was Yuha powered up with like the Soul King, so that was impressive, but that's it.
Yep.
Wait, she fixed Grimmjow that one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's worth her being in the whole series. So we're in Las Noches, and Halle Bell and Nell, I guess, are just chilling. When my boy Rudeborn, Cow Skull Man, runs in.
He's like,
I
got
wrote
an army
my
for
boy
you.
counter 1.
Nice.
Yes.
And he goes, Grimmjow just left for Soul Society. And Nell just goes, oh, fuck, this is such a problem.
I can
Grimmjow's
imagine.
gonna ruin
Just let him run wild.
everything. And Nell thinks, is he like trying to go fight Ichigo again? Then Halle Bell goes, nah, Grimmjow's kind of dumb, but he's not that dumb. He's just really salty that Hikone kid came in, and he's got to protect his territory.
He's like a dog.
And then Halle Bell just thinks, man, that kid's sword was super fucked up.
Oh, wait. Quick question. What is Grimmjow to Halle Bell and Nell?
He just kind of lives there.
So he just lives in Las Noches, like freeloading?
Yeah. I was thinking about this earlier. Later on, like, spoilers, Halle Bell shows up again. And she tells Grimmjow to do a thing, and he just doesn't question it.
So he's her subordinate.
I wouldn't know if subordinate's the word, but he like doesn't question her authority ever.
So he just respects
until later
her.
on. Yeah, which is weird because respect isn't a thing I ever see coming out of Grimmjow unless it's for Aizen.
Yeah.
Or
That's just 'cause it's
Ichigo, because
Aizen.
he's gay for him.
That will come up later. So we cut to, I guess, my boy counter 2. Shinji's here, hanging out in Soul Society. Shinji and the best. Is it the best music in the show?
Yeah, it's up
it's
there.
pretty
It's up
good.
there.
Anything in that Arrancar arc was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say like the Espada theme with the Spanish guitar is the best. But
Anybody like the
Shinji's-
Yoruichi theme? Real quick, anybody?
Which
Yoruichi
one?
theme?
Which was
I
the
don't
Okura
remember
theme?
that
The piano?
Oh my god, the one that's like that one. No? The breathing?
Exhaling?
Yeah. You would know. If you're an Okura fan, you would know.
Well, number 1 is the number 1.
Yeah, by
Yes.
far. Dude,
By far.
by far. I'm
Cannot
not
beat
even
that one.
joking. Someone asked just the other day, Pithes, when I was playing Bleach, I was like, hey, like, what's your favorite song? It's like, it has to be number 1, mate. It's like, there's no way. It's like, it's a boring answer, but goddamn, that's the best song.
It's such a good song. It's so hype.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was at work yesterday, I'm gonna say like sweeping the floor hits different when no one's around. You can blast number 1 as loud as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really gets you
I
going,
played
mate.
the original, then I played like
The new
I played
1000
the
Euro
original,
one?
then I played the Mugetsu theme.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good. Yeah.
The one with no lyrics. It's so
Have
good.
they released the full version of the new number 1 from the trailer?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It's on YouTube, I think.
No.
No?
As
No?
far as I know, I found one that just repeats.
Oh, that's probably what it is then.
That shit's
I
about.
also haven't looked very hard.
That one's really good though. I like it. The new one.
Yeah. So Shinji's hanging out in Soul Society, and he feels Grimmjow's Ryatsu and goes, "Aw, shit, it's that guy. He's kind of a dick." and he's he's with Momo, and Momo goes, "Oh, but yeah, I feel it too. But like the 12th division, they said that they have shit in the Rukongai on lock, and which I just wrote as Momo would drink the Kool-Aid,
She would what?
and she would drink the Kool-Aid because who the fuck believes Department 12?
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would drink the Kool-Aid. So Shinji goes, no, I'm just gonna go see how bad it's getting. Go tell Shunsui what's up. And so they both peace out. We
Okay.
cut to Luppi, oddly enough. And Luppi is hype as fuck because he's like, oh my god, it's Grimmjow. That dude fucked me up last time. I'm so excited to murder him.
Nice.
And
I like
he just bolts off, and Mayuri doesn't stop him because he's like, I want to see what happens.
it. I love it.
And then Mayuri thinks, I know that Grimmjow made a deal with Urahara during the invasion. I wonder what that deal was, and is this just Urahara fucking with me again?
Mm.
It is not, but that would be hilarious if somehow this was all Kisuke's fault.
Did they ever say what the deal that was made?
No.
Okay.
He probably
Probably
wants a
like, hey,
motorcycle.
That would unironically be amazing. Could you imagine?
He saw Shuei's and was like,
Ichigo
I need that.
No, Ichigo returns. He's like, I have unfinished business. It's a destined battle. He goes to Hueco Mundo. Where's Grimmjow? Grimmjow rolls in on a hog.
Kurosaki.
Like, for some reason, Kenny Loggins is blasting in the background.
Yeah.
Highway to the danger zone. Let's go. We cut back to Kisuke now, talking to Hisagi, and Hisagi goes, so you still talking to the Iran car? Because I guess they just know to talk about things that are happening elsewhere.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Kisuke goes, yeah, they're cool. And you know what else is cool? Peace. Peace is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And if we want to keep peace around, being nice to Nell and Holly Bell is, that'll work out well.
I mean, not to mention,
And
they're
then he
they're some
takes
pretty
an-
fine ladies.
Yep. And everyone takes a shot at Grimmjow. He goes, yeah, Grimmjow's kind of a dick, but he's not like a mindless killer.
That's good.
Hisagi goes, I guess you're right. And they're like, Arankar aren't evil or anything, but they did side with Aizen. And I just I just pointed an arrow and just said, just read this part. So I'm going to read verbatim from the wiki.
Okay.
Urahara explains that powerful Minos class Arankar are an aggregation of thousands upon thousands of souls. And while he is not sure if the resulting personality and beliefs are either an amalgamation of those souls or a single one that dominates the others, it does not change the fact that they are still just as capable of reasoning as Shinigami are, which should allow for peaceful dialogue.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, 100.
And I mean, to be fair, like when you become an Aranka, right? Like Aizen kind of hooked you up, so it's like you kind of owe him.
I have a massive theory about that I might go over after this is over about why everyone decided to side with Aizen.
Okay.
Because Aizen gave everybody like the for real hookup. Because being an Arankar is way better than being like a Minos.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, they sided with Aizen. It's like, bitch, Aizen hooked them up,
made him powerful as fuck.
It's not like Aizen has like 3 versions of the ultimate flex.
Yep.
Like he could remember what being an Arankar is, right? Everybody's in a hoocha. You got to eat like an Arankar every day.
Mm-hmm.
You got to eat a hollow every day, or else you regress to being like a Gillian again. Aizen goes, I got a magic rock that'll just turn you into like a human form and make you way stronger than you were.
Why would
and
you
don't
not?
have to eat people. Also, remember, Hueco Mundo is a place of the endless night. And then he made a palace that is as big as a small country that just had the fucking sun inside of it.
Yep, that was badass.
Aizen is the king of the flex. So they're talking about how sad Hisaki is about having to kill Tosin, how he feels regret and shit. When Kisuke jumps up and grabs his sword and just yells, "Dude, can you arrange a Gente Kaijo?" All of Karakura Town is surrounded and isolated.
Okay.
And he goes, "Huh?" And then that part ends.
Okay. Damn, that's a
what a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Oh no, we're still on chapter. What are we on? Like 7 or 8?
Damn.
We're still on whatever chapter.
Yeah.
Cut back to the Seirete. Here we go again. That bitch Tokinada senses Grimmjow. And he's talking to Hikone, and he tells Hikone that he let him lose on purpose. Because he's like, yeah, but if you lost to those Arankar, you could learn and get stronger. And then Hikone goes, one day, I wonder if I can be equal to you, Lord Tokinada. And then Hikone sword talks and goes, the idea that bitch Tokinada thinks he's anywhere close to you is insulting.
Damn, okay.
Iko Miki Domoe the sword is like, fucking hates Tokinada more than I do, which I think is amazing.
Good.
You and that sword would get along.
Tokinada's like, nah, it's fine. The fact that it's a sword you inherited and not one born from Asauchi means it'll take time for it to like accept you as its master. Which I would point out that wasn't a master issue. It was just him insulting you.
Okay.
He says, and Tokinada says, don't worry. Besides, the only person that can wield that sword is you, or Ichigo, or Ginjo.
Okay. And he says it's because all 3 of them have a similar spiritual energy.
Yes, that is exactly it. Tokinada then says, all right, so go attack just all the squad in the Rakangai. You can totally win now. And
okay.
That big claim coming up from that guy.
Is he like Goku that every time he gets in a fight, he gets a power boost?
He's a Saiyan. That's the weird aura.
There we go. Just like Ichigo.
He's got a Zenkai boost. And then Tokinada thinks about his other plans and about how happy he is and how, I'm using air quotes, convenient it is that Ichigo and the squad are just gone.
Okay.
And his plans for that shit from chapter 6 can continue. Let's see. Oh my god, we still haven't changed chapters. This just goes.
A big lore chapter.
Oh boy, is it. Oh yeah, so we cut back to Worst Girl Momo.
Thank God.
Yeah. I know you couldn't stand to not hear from her.
I know. She was the one I was most worried about, wondering what was going on with her. So I'm glad we switched back.
Yeah. Yeah. Spoilers for one of the novels we'll read later. We do get to see her get like passed out drunk, which is hilarious.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Momo's just telling Shunsui what's happening, and then now confirms it. She goes, "Yeah. 12th Division said they were doing some experiments with the Rakan guy, and that everything would be fine." And Shunsui goes, "I don't believe that, and you don't believe that either. Also, why the fuck is Grimmjow there?" So he tells a character you've probably seen but have never heard his name, Ginshiro Okikiba. He was the third seat under Yamamoto and Sasakibe, and now he shares like the dual lieutenant role with Nanao in Squad 1.
Okay.
He's like, "Hey, I have a secret message. Go tell Squad 2 to investigate this bullshit for me."
Okay.
And then he thinks about how being Captain Commander fucking sucks.
I can't imagine. He can't drink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wrote "Just read this," which is he contemplates the immense pressure, the knowledge, and responsibilities of Captain Commander put upon him. Shunsui silently wonders how much that same pressure affected Yamamoto.
Poor guy.
The old man made bad decisions all the time.
Hell yeah, he did.
Boy, did he, especially towards the end of his life.
Yep.
But he also mellowed the fuck out.
True.
Yeah, he liked Ichigo later on.
Yeah. Before he was like, "Yeah, we'll just let Rukia get killed for no reason." The entirety of that arc makes me really salty. In like retrospect.
Yeah.
Byakuya is such a cool dude, and I'm like, man, he was just gonna let it happen for no real reason.
Loyalty.
No, fuck that. No, it wasn't loyalty. It was a dumb promise he made to his dead ass parents. So we're back in the human world, and Hisage's like, "Okay, where's Ichigo? Ichigo can just solve this problem, right? He's the strongest ever." And he goes, "Oh, Ichigo and his family and his friends were just pieced the fuck out, and we don't know why."
All right, they went on like a trip or something.
Yes, I believe it was set up as like, "Oh, you're going on vacation," and it's literally just all the main characters.
That's where he smashes.
Ichigo. No, actually, no.
Oh my god, that's actually detailed somewhere?
We don't know when the smash happens, but we know when the talks to maybe have a date happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Sam about this once, I think, about how like the last Bleach boys before the anime comes back. I know the one to read.
There you go.
Shit's detailed in that. We'll go there.
Okay.
So it's like Ichigo, Orihime, Chad. What the fuck is the glasses guy's name? I forget completely. Uryu. Yeah.
No one likes him.
As a glasses wearer, that's fucked up, Pithes. Okay, that's fucked up.
Rukia and Renji and Ichigo's dad and his sisters are all just gone.
Wait, they let Rukia and Renji leave?
I'm pretty sure I read that. They don't show up in this spoiler, so I'm guessing they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just says Ichigo and his family were off on a thing, and then their friends went with him.
That's cool.
Which is your convenient excuse as to why Ichigo can't just show up and solve the problem in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ichigo could... Oh, man, Ichigo's so strong. It says he'll be out of town for several days and just can't come back on short notice.
I mean, he realistically could.
No, he couldn't.
Yes, he could.
It's later on set up where they're like, yeah, this was planned, and like Ichigo's dealing with another threat that we just never learn about.
Oh, that's lame.
I like the idea that Ichigo just can't not have a normal day. He can't just go on vacation. He's fighting a filler villain right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting the teacup villain. That's what happened.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, something, and Urahara's like, yeah, it felt really weird, and the sudden departure felt off, so he stayed back in Karakura Town just in case shit was sus, so it wouldn't be unprotected.
Okay.
And then I just wrote fucking Yukio shows up.
Oh my god, is that the kid?
The video game.
Yeah.
Here. Yep.
I then laughed because Kisuke had to remind Hisagi and also the audience who the fuck that was.
Oh, he broke the third wall?
No, but I felt he told Hisagi, and even though we met him in the first volume, I imagine the audience just forgot because he's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Is every member of the Fullbring unanimously the worst?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Because I still like Ginjo.
Not me.
Tsukishima's probably the best.
Yeah,
I mean, I agree. Tsukishima's cooler than Ginjo.
His power is cool.
Yeah.
I really liked watching him get fucked up by Byakuya. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are now in chapter 9. This part made me laugh really hard when I was reading it. So we cut back to Ginjo, and he's wondering who the fuck is Grimmjow. And Tsukishima explains, oh, he's at a wrong car. He was in Espada. I got all this knowledge when I stabbed Orihime with Book of the End. And they think, hey, maybe we can convince Grimmjow to join us because he fucking hates the Quincy.
Okay.
But when he was explaining who Grimmjow was, he mentioned Espada and Aizen Armley was, air quotes, easily defeated by Ichigo.
Uh-huh.
And so then Grimmjow pipes up and he goes, I'm not joining you. I heard what you said and I'm super mad.
He's just salty about it.
They called Grimmjow a bitch and then he goes, yeah, that bitch, he lost. Let's see if he'll help us. He goes, fuck all of you. I laugh really hard. So now we just get Grimmjow versus Ginjo and it's really hype.
Oh, cool.
They just 1v1.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Tsukishima pop in and just explain, oh, this is what Sonido is, in case you didn't know.
Okay. Good to know.
Tsukishima runs in and stabs Grimmjow with Book of the End, and it's like the same thing that happened with Byakuya. He inserted himself into Grimmjow's past. It just doesn't work.
Makes sense.
Doesn't work. I just wrote Book of the End is bullshit. And Grimmjow's like about to fuck him up so that he doesn't eat a Getsuga. He dodges it, but he goes, "What the fuck? How do you know what a Getsuga is?" And then Ginjo goes, "How do you know what a Getsuga is?"
I mean, he has to know.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that part. Tsukishima was just explaining who Grimmjow was and that he fought Ichigo. How could Ginjo not know that he knows what a Getsuga is?
Yeah. Critical thinking not a strong point.
Nope. Slick back hair? Yes.
Could the entire Fullbring arc have been like negated if he just said, "Hey man, I used to be a Soul Reaper. I want to get my powers back. Can you help me out?"
Yeah.
Yep. Ichigo would have done it like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Because especially if you'll get your powers back too, kinda.
Yeah.
That arc is stupid.
Yeah, super stupid.
So Maneus and Candice are just watching the fight happen. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Whatever. It's stupid. And then Luppi is there, and he's like, "I'm gonna go fuck up Grimmjow. I'm super hype." And then he goes into his resurrection form, which looks super cool now.
I don't believe
All they
it.
had to do was just add spikes to the tentacles. And
I've seen it. It still doesn't look cool.
It's on BBS, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's in Brave Souls.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the addition of the thorns made it look less creepy, I guess I'll say.
Do you think Arankars can change their resurrections, kind of like Soul Reapers can change their swords?
This is exclusively because of Mayuri.
Okay.
No, it is because of Mayuri. Mayuri just says he upgraded Luppi.
Okay.
I would have said my famous catchphrase. We'll get to that later, but that's like a paragraph down. So I just answered it now.
Mm-hmm.
I figured you deserved an answer up front for once.
That's good.
Yay.
The gods have given. They're graceful.
So we cut to the Corpse Squad, aka Charlotte, Sarucci, Dordoni, and they're looking at Luppi and going, does Luppi have a shot? Does
Nah,
he
not a
even
chance.
have a shot? And then I just wrote down my Yuri says, I made him swole.
I made him swole.
I made him swole. Instead of powered up, I just wrote swole because it's faster.
Okay.
Grimmjow senses a hollow Ryatsu coming at him because he doesn't know it's Luppi yet. And he goes, who the fuck was that? Was I followed? Does like Nell want to fight me, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
And then he senses it as Luppi. He goes, but didn't I kill that guy? And then he almost eats a Gran Racero.
Okay.
He doesn't, but he almost eats it. Then Luppi is mad hype, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to kill you, Grimmjow. Time to fight. Ginjo also almost ate the Cero. And he goes, what the fuck was that?
You're not allowed to use it in
And then
Hueco Mundo.
it cuts to Ginjo's point of view, and then immediately cuts over to Grimmjow, who goes, what the fuck, Luppi could use a Gran Racero?
Ah, okay.
True. It was
You
what,
then get like
restricted for 5 and up?
I think it was just like Espada.
Oh, okay.
But you know, they didn't really have a fight. Grimmjow just killed him, so he's like, I know he could do that.
Yep.
And then you get like a full paragraph or two of Grimmjow and Luppi just talking mad shit to each other.
Oh, good. We hate Luppi, so
Yeah.
Team Grimmjow.
Oh yeah, Grimmjow charges his own Gran Racero and hits him like as hard as he can.
He
Nice.
he fucking kills Luppi just like instantly.
No, but don't worry about that. So Ginjo, Tsukishima, and Giriko are just watching the fight going, what do we do now? Because they were fighting the Quincies, but the Quincies don't care anymore. And like we were fighting Grimmjow, but Grimmjow's busy, so maybe we should just leave.
Perfect time to sneak away.
Yeah. And then they feel the Ryatsu of a Soul Reaper coming, and they go, that feels like Ichigo. At least the Ryatsu does.
Mm-hmm.
See, Grimmjow is shocked to find out that Luppi just survived and he only lost like a few tentacles. And then he notices all the scars all over him and goes that, man, Xyloporo or Urahara or someone must have revived you and made you super strong because you were not this tough.
Smart.
And I just wrote fucking Mayuri for some reason.
Okay.
So in the Seirete, Shinji's like hurrying towards the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, God damn it, Mayuri, how could you let this happen? This is such a problem. And he senses another Ryatsu and goes, that feels weird. That feels like a visor. What's happening? And he runs into Hikone.
Oh.
You were about to say, oh shit, who'd you think it was?
Shinji?
Yeah, we cut to Shinji's point of view.
Oh, okay.
No, I like that version better. Shinji ran into himself.
Yeah.
From the past with long hair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
We cut to Shinji from the past.
We're in the Beyond Bankai
Yep.
storyline. We switched over.
Oh shit, you so right.
Yeah.
So Shinji introduces himself as a captain, and Hikone introduces himself as Hikone. And he's like, man, I'm really happy this kid doesn't want to throw hands. Because
okay.
this kid feels weird and super strong and scary. And also really suspicious. Shinji goes, hey, do you work for like the 13 court card squads? He goes, no, I work for Tokinada.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, Tokinada, that's that bitch that Tosin talked about that one time. I fucking hate Tokinada so much.
We can tell.
Shinji gets even more suspicious. And he's like, oh yeah, so the battle, you're head in there too, right? And he goes, yeah, that Arankar. I fought that dude once. And Shinji goes, huh?
Nani?
Yeah, I went to Hueco Mundo once. I tried to become the king there. And Shinji goes, huh?
Everyone's been
this
there,
entire conversation. Yeah. He goes, yeah, I'm going to go be the new Soul King and do that. I got to be the king of Hueco Mundo.
Yeah.
So Hikone mentions that since he's going to be the Soul King, he should respect the Royal Guard, aka Squad Zero, and the Goche 13, because they'll be protecting him in the future.
Oh, that's nice, man.
And Shinji goes, uh-oh. Hikone might be telling the truth about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hikone says, that bitch Tokinada commanded me to use brute force against anyone who stands in the way of his ideas.
Yikes.
And Shinji's like, I got to shift conversation right now. He goes, hey, you a boy or a girl? And Hikone goes, I don't know. Neither.
Okay.
Hikone literally says he has no gender.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's like a Ken doll.
Yeah. Once again, I say he because it's easier, but Hikone is a they.
Okay.
This part is stupid. Tokinada told him that since Hikone will be the beginning and the end, he has no need for reproductive capabilities.
Makes
sense.
Yeah, Shinji's like, I don't know if that's good or not, but you don't seem malicious, but that makes you seem way scarier. We cut back to Luppi and Grimmjow fighting, picking up the next page. And Luppi thinks about ever since his death, he's felt nothing but an unquenchable thirst to fucking murder Grimmjow really hard.
I mean, I bet
So
he disintegrated his head.
Yeah, well, but I think the worst part is when he just, like, punched him through the chest that one time, ripped out his heart.
That was so badass.
Grimmjow's the best.
He does it to, was it Askin, too?
Oh, man. I can't wait for that fight. Askin's, like, one of my favorite Sternritter. Such a dumbass. I have thoughts on Askin we'll talk about maybe later.
Okay.
So Luppi gets super aggressive and actually puts Grimmjow on the defensive. So Grimmjow has to use Pantera.
Oh.
That ugly ass form.
Yeah.
It could have been a better form. I agree.
Yeah. I was disappointed when I saw it for the first
like,
time.
How he lost was dumb as shit, too.
Yep.
How Ichigo just wrote up the Blue Panther strikes. That shit was dumb.
I dig the long hair.
Okay.
The Super Saiyan, sure, cool. But the rest of the design could have been better.
He just looks like an 80s rock star, but not in a cool way.
Yeah.
So we go back to Hueco Mundo, and Nell and Holly-Belle are like, we have to go solve this problem. We have to get Grimmjow, because this, oh no. So Holly-Belle leaves the Trace Bestia in charge.
Oh, nice.
That's dope.
Sun's like, hey, you got hard fucked by Yuha while you were captured. You gonna be alright? And she's like, nah, it's fine. I'm only going to avoid breaking the truce that we made with Soul Society. And then she also thinks to herself, oh man, what the fuck is up with that kid? That kid freaked me out.
She wants to understand it too.
Yeah. I also just wrote a note I think is interesting. Nobody but Ichigo calls Nell. Everybody calls her Nelliel.
Okay.
Well, she introduced herself as Nell to him, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a thing because when people talk to her, she is referred to exclusively as Nelliel, and the novel calls her Nelliel. I just think it's neat she has a pet name from Ichigo exclusively. Let's see, where are we? So the two Espada leave through a Garganta, and then Lil Tato and Giselle and like Bambietta are watching, and they go, they're going to Soul Society. We need to follow them quietly so we can get the squad back together.
Oh, good.
Nice.
We cut back to Sam's favorite character that he loves the most, Shunsui.
No. The guy's a cheater and a filthy individual.
Filthy individual.
He never cheated once. Sam has his poster up on the wall that he makes out with every night.
Untrue.
You just can't tell people you think we judge you too harshly.
Yeah.
So Shinsui's talking to Now, and he goes, hey, I'm going to go talk to the Central 46. And she goes, why? Why would you talk to them? Nothing good can be done.
Yeah, they suck.
And then he thinks about all the stuff that's happening and made him super uneasy. He thinks about Ukitake and how they were friends in the academy.
Sad.
And he says, Ukitake was so cool. He always tried to see the best, even in people that were pieces of shit.
So he'd probably try to be nice about Tokinada.
Yeah. It specifically says he always tried to think the best of that bitch Tokinada.
Good.
And
Okay.
Shinsui says, I regret not killing him in the past when I had the chance, and I'm going to rectify that mistake.
Oh, good.
Okay, let's go, Captain Commander.
Yeah. Nanau's about to ask more, and then the other lieutenant, Okikiba, appears again and goes, hey, Hisagi in the world of the living needs a Gente Kaijo right the fuck now.
Nice.
Shinsui goes, why? What could be grave enough for that? And he goes, okay, so all communication in and out of Karakura town has ceased, and the entire town has been isolated from the outside world. Shinsui goes, oh, fuck. Okay, both of you leave. Go collect as much information as you can right now. And he goes,
shit's going down.
Fucking... And then he just thinks, oh, fucking Tokinada is all his fault, I bet. On to chapter 10.
All right. Well, you want to end it there? I feel like that's a
Yes,
good little
because
cliffhanger.
that's 10 out of, I think, 18.
Oh, damn.
Whoa,
Okay. Okay. I think that it is a super
Yeah.
fucking long novel then.
Yeah, it is. I think it's the third one is about as long.
Damn. Okay. Okay. So we could go for fucking ever. I mean, so far it seems like everybody is just fucking attacking everybody.
Yep.
Yes, I just checked 18 chapters.
Oh, okay.
Plus another interlude.
Jeez. Damn, they went ham on these novels.
Boy, did they.
All right. Well, I mean, so far so good. I like all the stuff, all the characters. I mean, Shunsui could be in it a little bit less, but
I mean, my counter's only going up.
This is true.
mhm.
It might go up more later. I'm just saying.
Let's go. Let's go.
Disgusting. All right. Well, thank you so much,
So,
Pithes. I'm enjoying it. I think it's good.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Which one is the best novel in your opinion?
I'm torn between the first and the second one.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wait, the
okay, so not
third
even
doesn't
this one?
Place the finale.
Well, I haven't read the third one since I first got it, so it's real fuzzy.
Okay, so that'll be a good
A lot of
experience
cool
for all
shit
of us.
happens in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Camp for Your Own World, part of Volume 2. I guess I would say we're a little over a third of the ways into it. Thank you so much to always
No, we're
Pithes.
not.
You guys are watching, listening. Sure, leave a like, subscribe. Pithes, I didn't even fucking hear what bullshit.
He said,
you
no, we're
at.
not.
No, we're not.
I will see you guys next month. Or I'll see you guys next month for a little bit more. And then we'll move our way on to Volume 3 eventually. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.